the white flag and the yellow may come out for the field. I do not believe we're getting this one back under green flag conditions off of turn number 4. See if the pace truck is going to stay out. So it's definitely going to take the white. So going to be a coronation lap here for Austin Carr. He's going to pick up the win. Jacob Fields is going to get in for second. Benjamin Burke will sneak into the top 3. Garrett Nieberge fourth. Blake Brown for fifth. Lucas Chowning, Kyle Miller, Randall Carter, and Jordan Casey will round out the 9 cars who took to the racetrack for heat race number 4. They'll work their way down the backstretch. It's a formality from here. The iRacing.com pace truck once again going to win one of these heat races. This one's going to send Austin Carr's number 1 car in a very good, impressive run there. From 4th to the lead, Austin Carr going to pick up the win as a yellow flag and the checkered flag over the field. Austin Carr wins our final heat race of the night.
It looks like we're going to have the C main and then the B main right after this is going to follow the C main, then the B main, then the 60 lap A feature going to go live here on Full Velocity TV. Already gridding here for the C main, going to be 15 laps there, Phil.
15 laps going to be the distances. I'm scrolling here. I was trying to catch up on the chatter there going on through Facebook. So we're going to take the top 4 from the C main into the B. So this is the way Alphabet Soup will begin tonight here for the guys over at D1RT, the Jackpot Modified Series, presented by Team VLR. On the pole for the C main will be Carter 49. That is Cole Cabri with the 52 of Trevor Fitz alongside. The second row, the number 34 is Kyle Miller, the number 38 car of Jonathan Smith. Next row back, the 57 of Ryan Diatti with the number 16 of Darren Bell. Randall Carter will have to start position number 7 in the 37 with the 03 of Dylan Thomas alongside Kyle Herb with the number 24, along with the number 23 of Jeremy Capron. The 442 is Jordan Casey with the number 21 car of Benjamin Nading. In the final row, the number 84 of Clay Debin, and scheduled to be there, the number 10 car of Skylar Brown. So 14 drivers scheduled to be on the racetrack for the C main. The big number here, Todd, the top 4 are going to transfer. They've got 15 laps to get it done, and I really hope it's a whole lot more green flag racing than we've seen through the last final 2 heat races.
Yes, definitely. I wonder if there should be a time limit on these cars here. So you got Cole Cabri, you got the 52 Trevor Fitz, Kyle Miller in that number 34 machine, the 38 of Jonathan Smith. These guys are locked and loaded, trying to get themselves into at least the B main. I believe they're taking what, Phil? The top 4 out of the C main into the B main. Then they take the top 9 normally into the A main, unless they switch it around in different sizes of the track. So right now I know they're going to take the top 4 here from the C main to the B main, and Cole Cabri in the 52 of Trevor Fitz going to lead them down to get the green flag here as they're entering the back straightaway.
Yes, they do. Pace laps take a little bit here. It's a very long half-mile, Volusia Speedway Park. This is a terrific racetrack. These guys doing a great job. Guys cured the racing surface all afternoon, all throughout practice and whatnot. So I'm expecting good things here for the C main off of turn number 4. Cole Cabri going to lead the field. Green flag in the air. Cole Cabri leading Trevor Fitz into turn number 1. The yellow-white car on the inside lane trying to make a run. That is Kyle Miller's 34. He's trying to peek in there for 3. Is right away, Todd, off of turn number 2. Yellow flag on the speedway. So I get the call from Mr. Stanton down there. Phil, take the call. I'm going to see if we can't go back and scroll through the replay. So I'm going to listen to my director, as a good producer always does here. I appreciate you guys out there watching along into the Facebook chat. It seems like it's real. It looks pretty dang real, and I hope the announcers are doing a great job, as well as any of those big wigs out there are listening from like Dirt Vision or whoever else. They want to give us a gig. Let them give us a call, and I'd love to do that. Thank you guys for all the feedback here and how the looks. Hope that you guys are enjoying the presentation just as much as we are bringing it to you here. Todd, the first caution flag in the C main happened right away in the inch of turn 1 and 2.
Yeah, a lot of contact as they stacked each other up there. The 34, the 37, and the 57, all involved in that one, and some of those guys being instant bystanders of the 34 going around. It's an unfortunate chain of events there for Kyle Miller. Miller now going to be relegated to the rear of the rear of the C main, so he's going to have a long road to try to get back here into the clutches and maybe even into a qualifying position.
Absolutely there, Todd. I'm sorry about that. Miss typing in to the Facebook chat here. I got to get this program so I can, monitor all three of them, as I appreciate their Ronald Hall. That's so great. I appreciate that, dude. That really does mean a lot here as a guy who, in my younger days, went through the gamut of trying to chase myself into the NASCAR world or any kind of announcing world I could, and chose the family route and had a lot of hiccups to go through there with my youngest boy, who say that was 18, doing well, still battling, but appreciate that, guys. When we hear good compliments like that, they really do mean a lot, and it really brings what we do to life here on Full Velocity TV. Off of turn number 4, it is going to be Cole Cabri leading the field over Trevor Fitz, and the good news, Todd, we are back to green flag racing with 5 laps going on the board.
5 laps up on the board, 5 of 15 here in the CMA. The 49 of Cole Cabri now setting the pace here with the 52, Trevor Fitz running in that second spot. Third is the 38 of Jonathan Smith. Fourth is Dylan Thomas. He is on the hot seat, is that number 03 machine, but he's quite a distance away from himself and the 5th place running Darren Bell in that number 16 machine. Meanwhile, back up front, it's Cole Cabri and the number 52 of Fitz. They're fighting tooth and nail for that top spot.
Sure are. A good race going on there as Fitz almost catches the inside wall off of turn number 4. Almost took my breath away seeing where that car was headed to, and the evasive maneuver back to the right he had to make. But Trevor Fitz is there. He's alongside Cole Cabri for the race lead. That's a good drag race. Cabri up high. Here comes Trevor Fitz down low. Not as close to the inside wall that time, but Cabri able to hold on to the lead. Fitz not going away. It's a drag race off of turn number 2. Give the 52 to lead to the inside.
And Trevor Fitz going to slide up in front of the number 49, Nicole Cabri. You don't see that on asphalt. As the number 52 machine working over the bottom side of the speedway. The 49 of Cole Cabri now drop kicked back to that second spot. Third right now is Jonathan Smith in a good battle, in a spirited battle with Dylan Thomas. Side-by-side battle for that third spot. Meanwhile, Cole Cabri trying to get back underneath Trevor Fitz in that number 52 machine.
It's a really good race up there for the lead. It's a really good race for that third spot between the 38 of Jonathan Smith and who's that back there? That the number 03 of Dylan Thomas up there in for third. Apologize, these black cars, whatever reason tonight, that's picking up on my screen really well, but that's Dylan Thomas in for third. Race for the lead going on. Cabri back to the inside of Trevor Fitz. That's a good drag race there. 11 of 15 on the board. Who's it going to be for the win? Right now, Todd, these guys are comfortably locked into a transfer spot, but they are going after it. They are racing. I guess there's some pride coming in to say, hey, I won the C. I guess that's better than who finished second.
You're indeed right there. C main right now, the 52 machine of Trevor Fitz leading it. Cole Cabri running in that second spot. Like you said, third, Dylan Thomas. Jonathan Smith now on the hot seat. Jordan Casey in the 442 machine running in that fifth spot. But meanwhile, Trevor Fitz coming up to get 3 laps remaining here around Volusia Speedway with the 49 right there nipping at his heels. He's about a car length and a half back of the 52 of Fitz. Fitz right now working over the top shelf of the Speedway, way up top, almost next to that wall. The 49 of Cole Cabri working over the bottom now, side by side through turn number 3. And off of turn number 4, popsicle sticks up in the air. 2 more trips around the Speedway.
2 more trips around, and I saw Cabri almost make contact into the camera view. I got that water barrel off the inside of turn number 4. I'm going to just put a $10 gamut out there now. Somebody is probably going to stuff that thing by the end of the night, and Phil's going to come jumping out of the chair. But off of turn number 4, Trevor Fitz has extended it out to 3 car lengths. White flag going to come out from a starter stand one more time around. Fitz leading Cole Cabri. It is Dylan Thomas in for third. Jonathan Smith comfortably currently running fourth. Fifth is the 442 of Jordan Casey, who has made a really game challenge from the back. Does he have enough time? Off of 4. Checker flag for the C. It's going to go to our race winner, car number 52 of Trevor Fitz over Cole Cabri's 49. Dylan Thomas and Jordan Casey able to make the pass over Jonathan Smith's car. The 442 gets that final transfer spot unofficially as race control. They're going to say they're going to go back and look at it because they may think the 442 may have kind of did a little bit of aggressive driving there, and that's never good to have to go back there and look at. But that's unofficially right now, Todd, the top 4. But I stress it enough, that is unofficial.
Yeah, definitely unofficial here as we're getting set and locked and loaded for the B main, Phil. And it's going to go away like this. Starting on the pole is going to be Corey Whitworth in that number 69 machine. His dancing partner is outside, DJ Kolonowski. James Edens rolls off in position number 3. Garrett Nieberger rolls off 4th. 5th right now is going to be the 74 of Adam Elby. And his dancing partner is outside, the 07 of Howard Weaver. Inside row number 4, starting in that 7th starting spot. That's the number 96. That's Justin Thomas. Blake Brown is his outside partner in the number 25. Mike Molnar rolls off in that 9th starting position in the 156. Virgil Graham outside of him in the number 42. 11th starter is the 024. That's Ryan Martin. Lucas Chowning in the 47 starts 12th. 13th is Jed Barton in the number 59. And then you got your C main tacking on to the rear of the B main. Trevor Fitz rolling off 14th. Cole Cabri rolling off 15th in that 49. Dylan Thomas in the 03. 16th and Jordan Casey rounds out your 17 car B main.
Well, what was started for 17, Todd, is actually going to turn to 16 as the call has been made. Jordan Casey's car is going to be brought to pit road, so Jordan Casey's night will be done. As they said, rough riding and 2 caution flags being brought out, 2 warnings. Jordan Casey's 442, that number night is gone. So 16 drivers will take the green flag, Todd, and 12 drivers are going to advance into the A main. Strap yourselves in. 18 laps around. Corey Whitworth and DJ Kolonowski. They're, I believe, going to lead the field with James Edens and Garrett Nieberger as I'm clicking all through the sheets here, getting through all the stat lines going on. That's, I do know, it is definitely going to be 12 cars. The 69 and the 13, they got that really good spot up front. It's going to be that Hornet Cessna on the transfer spot where it's going to be Lucas Chowning going to start 12th. Can guys like Jed Barton, Trevor Fitz, Cole Cabri, Dylan Thomas, those guys who came from the C main, can they put themselves in the top 12? I think this one's about to get nuts.
Yeah, this field restacked, repacked, and get ready to go back to green flag racing off of turn number 4. Green flag is in the air, and it's Corey Whitworth leading the charge down here into turn number 1. Number 13 is DJ Kolonowski way up top there. The number 4, James Edens, working over the bottom side here, trying to get up here in the top 2, trying to get around DJ Kolonowski.
Good race there for position number 2 off of turn number 4. Kolonowski there in that middle lane, the 4-car of Edens, new number for James this week. He's stuck to the inside now, maybe a 4-car dance there. The 74 car of Adam Elby trying to make it happen. 2, 3, almost 4 wide down the backstretch for second up back. All I can tell you, Edens to the inside of Whitworth. Give James Edens in the 4-car. He's going to maintain the lead off of turn number 4.
He maintains the lead for a moment there as he tried to pull a 2-for move off the corner. Here comes the number 69 of Whitworth fighting back on the outside. Here comes the 13 of DJ Kolonowski trying to split the difference, trying to go up through the middle. The 74 machine of Adam Elby now up to third, 3 wide racing for that second spot. As now Elby working over the bottom. The 13 was in the middle. The 69 of Whitworth's just up top pushing that cushion here. Side-by-side battle. Now here comes Elby into the fray.
Elby's right there, the 96 car, I believe, of Justin Thomas in the fray there as well. 5 cars up front. They are just making a hell of a show of it right now. Good race going on for the lead. James Edens trying to hold off a newcomer, Adam Elby, that yellow number 74. They are digging off the backstretch. Right now, give it to Edens for third on back. Still isn't settled. You've got Thomas in there, the 96 to 69 of Corey Whitworth. Look at these guys. Third on back from all the way third to ninth there, Todd. You could say throw a blanket. I don't even think you can throw a throw pillow on them.
Look at the racing going on, the great racing going around in Volusia. That bottom finally came in the middle. You can put your car pretty much anywhere. As here comes Elby back down to the bottom side-by-side battle. Off of turn number 4, going to come up and complete lap number 7 here of 18 in the B feature. The really exciting B feature as the number 74 of Elby working side-by-side off of turn number 2. Can he lead this time by once again as he's trying to get around the 4 of James Edens?
It's a good drive there, the inside lane for the 74, and I almost got my bottle count there. Somebody about third car in line to the inside almost took that tumble off those water barrels off the inside of 4. I'm telling you, Todd, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. I can tell you what's happening right now. Adam Elby's to the low side of James Edens. That's a good race for the lead. I know you can see it on the screen. This 3-car, 4-car race for position number 3. This is pretty high. It's too close to call. You got Thomas's 96. Whitworth is in there. Kolonowski, Howard Weaver's right there in the fray. Mike Mueller's 156. What a great race for third on back. This is good racing going on all over the Volusia Speedway right now.
Yeah, definitely fantastic racing going on all over, side-by-side battles for the top spot, for second spot, third, fourth, fifth. These guys are fighting tooth and nail, and only 12 cars make it into the A feature here this evening. Right now on the hot seat is the 49 Nicola Cabri, and he is riding right now in that 12th position, so hopefully he can hold on and make it to the A feature. 60 laps will be the distance. At number 4 now, maintaining the lead, that is James Edens.
Contact for about 7th on back. I saw the 156 get into the side. I couldn't tell if that was the 42 of Virgil Graham. I know there was definitely contact there. It was definitely Mike Molnar's car that was stuck right in the middle of it. And, God, I couldn't see the second car. It might have been the 96 of Justin Thomas who got a piece of that and shuffled out of line. That really reset the field from about 4th on back. It really kind of thinned them all out. James Edens is going to maintain the lead over Adam Elby. 13 laps on the board as they hit the start-finish line.
Yeah, 13 laps up on the board, 6 laps remaining here for the B feature. Is the number 74 of Adam Elby, trying to work over the bottom, trying to get around the 4 of James Edens. But right now, the number 13 of DJ Kalinowski fighting tooth and nail for that 3rd spot over the 69 of Corey Whitworth. But right now settles back in Howard Weaver in that 07 machine running 5th as we got 5 laps remaining. Let's go back and look at the battle here. Now Mike Molnar in the 156 machine. He owns the final transfer position. 96 right there too, Phil. So we're going to see how this is all going to unfold as the final transfer position for the A main is highly contested right now.
Oh, it sure is. Those guys are right in a good pack there. It was Molnar and Thomas that made contact there. Those guys are up racing inside the top 5. Now they are clinging for their life, trying to race their way into the A main. Molnar has it right now. A big, bold move to the inside. I can't tell the number on that black car. Was that the 03? I believe you got around there. It was the 03 of Dylan Thomas that he roughed up just a little bit. Does Justin Thomas have enough now to chase down the 03? That is going to be the battle for the transfer into turn number 3 and 4. Todd, going to be white flag up in the air this time, I believe.
Yeah, white flag is going to be up in the air, Phil, here momentarily. As we got right now 2 laps remaining here around the speedway, and it's still all the number 4 of James Edens. But this battle for this final transfer spot is the best race on the speedway right now, as these guys trying to do what they can. The 156 machine of Mike Molnar is running in 11th, and now the 52 machine of Trevor Fitz is running 10th, but the 12th position is the 03 machine, as we're going to get checkered flag off of turn number 4 here. Final time, the number 4 of James Edens, Adam Elby, Corey Whitworth, DJ Kalinowski, Howard Weaver, Garrett Nieberger, Virgil Graham, Cole Capri, Blake Brown, Trevor Fitz, Mike Molnar, and Dylan Thomas make the A feature, the 60-lap A feature.
And that's going to send guys like Justin Thomas and Jed Barton, Lucas Chowning, those guys all going to fall short of our A main feature event there tonight. That is unbelievable. That is a really good stacked field of race cars as we're going to move their way all the way into the feature event here in just a little bit. Believe we're going to put, it's calling for, I believe, could be 28, 29 cars on the racetrack here for the A main. We'll have to put a cap on that here as that official word comes down. But we got a couple of seconds here for a warm-up session. Going to thank you guys out there for watching us here live on Full Velocity TV. Todd Stanton and Phil LaCasse here on the call this evening. Stars donations, guys. You're liking what you're seeing, what you're hearing. We want to update our new PC we got here a couple of weeks ago. We lost the video card on. And Stars donations, guys, will make that happen a lot faster. That'll go a long way. Stars donations help us out here at Full Velocity TV. So all the support we can get, we would like to feel the love from you guys here at the Volusia Speedway Park. About to get to the A main. Before doing that, we got one more item of business to do. That is paying homage to the greatest country in the world, the United States of America, and the playing of our national anthem. All right, we're back here at the Volusia Speedway Park. Thanks to all you guys out there watching Full Velocity TV. Here tonight, the D1RT Jackpot Modified Series presented by Team VLR. Appreciate all the hospitality these guys have given the D1RT guys for this terrific series that we've been doing here every Tuesday night for the last couple of weeks. It is race 8 of 9 out on the Speedway now, and this is the way our starting lineup is going to come to post for our 60-lap feature event.
And now your starting lineup for the A feature here, Volusia Speedway. Starting on the pole, driving the number 56, that's Chad Prescott. His dancing partner to the outside, driver the number 80, that's Dylan Wilson.
Row number 2 on the inside, the 00 is Kendall Tucker with the number 1 of the Austin Carr alongside.
Rolling off in that fifth starting position, that's the 919 of Dylan Fox. And outside of him, that's the number 3, that's Shane James.
Next row back on the inside will be car number 44 of Blake Cannon with a 007 of Jacob Fields starting 8th.
Rolling off in that ninth starting position, driving the number 2, that's Dylan Hauser. Outside of him, the number 35, that's Nick Cooper.
Next row back on the inside, the number 31 is Chase Cabri with the 074 of Benjamin Burke alongside.
B feature winner, the number 4 of James Eaton, is going to roll off 13th. Outside of him, going to be Adam Elby in the 74.
Next row back, the number 69 of Corey Whitworth with the number 13 of DJ Kolonowski.
Howard Reaver rolling off in that 17th position in the 07. Outside of him, Garrett Nieberger in the number 19.
Virgil Graham rolls off next aboard car number 42 with the 49 of Cole Cabri alongside.
Blake Brown in the number 25 rolls off 21st. Trevor Fitz in the 52 rolls off 22nd.
Final 2 cars on the Speedway for our 60-lap A main, the number 156 of Mike Molnar and the number 03 of Dylan Thomas. We have 24 drivers out there for what is going to be a hot 60 laps around here. Remember, the first 30 laps of this race, they are all going to go by the way of iRacing scoring. Yellow laps will count. The last 30 laps, it is all going to be done under green flag conditions. So that timing on the top of the screen, it may say 100 laps. That's not going to be accurate. It's going to be 60. We're green flag racing here at Volusia.
And green flag racing, and we're really hot and heavy here with Chad Prescott down here into the corner. It's already 2 wide racing, 3 wide racing. Here comes the 00 machines, 4 wide. The number 80 of Dylan Wilson way up top. The number 1 of Austin Carr right there in the middle. Here comes Dylan Fox in the 919. He's down on the bottom. 3 and 4 wide racing, and yellow flag gonna fly.
Yellow flag for the first time tonight here at Volusia. Lap number 2 of the feature is not sure exactly how fast that all broke away there, Todd. Maybe you go back there and get a real quick replay on it. But, yeah, holy smokes, that one was pretty chaotic off the start. I don't know. I'll give you – you're going to have the replay, Todd. Not there. I'm going to scramble here for a second.
No, not sure who was involved in that one there, Phil. It happened so quick here. I did not catch it out of the corner of my eyes. Looks like the 156 lighting him up down here on the bottom. Going to have to join the tail end of the field. That's Mike Molnar in that 156 machine. But right now your top 5 is Chad Prescott, Kendall Tucker, Dylan Wilson, Austin Carr, and Dylan Fox. That is your top 5 here. We were on lap 3. Remember, the first 30 laps, yellow flag laps do count. The last 30, every lap has to be a green flag lap. So you're going to have to see 30 green flag laps, and you're going to be promised 30 green flag laps here on Full Velocity TV. D1RT Racing here, presented by VLR here this evening, and a fantastic season so far for a lot of these guys, and a lot of these guys starting to make some headway here tonight, Phil, and you're starting to see some different guys up front.
Absolutely right there, Todd. I'm just trying to get timing and scoring and all sorted out, settled out, and knowing where we're supposed to be from race control. So, looking like there's 25 drivers on the racetrack, so I believe they let the number 96 of Justin Thomas. I think he's out there. Yeah, the 96 is out there. So we may have a 25-car feature event, as I believe the penalty there at the end of one of the Bs may have put the 156 EOLL. They let him have his way into the show, but they let the 96 of Justin Thomas into the show as well. So cool gesture by these guys to put 25 out there. You can debate back and forth, right call, wrong call. We just make the calls here on Full Velocity TV. We call the racing action as it is given to you week in, week out, night after night. We appreciate all you guys out there sticking with us. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch TV. We are back to green flag racing at Volusia.
Yeah, down into turn number 1 is the 56 again. Shad Prescott leading the charge, and these guys are fanning out 3 and 4 wide again. These guys wasting no time trying to get up through the field as they're afraid the track is going to disappear on them. As now you got the number 80 machine of Dylan Wilson working over the top shelf of the speedway, trying to get by Kendall Tucker. Here comes Austin Carr. Carr running a completely different groove with the 80. Now up over the cushion there for a moment. That leaves the door open for Austin Carr. And that number 1 machine, here comes the 919 of Dylan Fox, way down on the bottom. He's hub-sucking in that 919.
Oh, he sure is. They're 3 wide there for position 3 on back. Now a race for the lead. Here comes Kendall Tucker to the inside of Shad Prescott. Austin Carr, the 1 car around, a big wreck there for the exit of turn number 2, and that one is going to cause a lot of really good fast race cars. I'm not sure, Todd, you're able to go back and give that one a slow-mo replay, but I saw the one get turned around in multiple angles there. More guys get tossed into it.
As you do, you're seeing it right now here live on your screen. You're watching an instant replay here on Full Velocity TV of what indeed happened. As Austin Carr looks like he may have got a little bit of help from the 919, maybe a little bit of help. Not sure. It's different with the camera angle. We had roof surfing by the number 2 of Dylan Hauser. Hauser upside down, and we call roof surfing when you're on your lid and you just go right up the track or down the track here. The 2 of Dylan Hauser, roof surfing here tonight. Also, let's take a look at it. We might have a couple different angles here, but we're watching Austin Carr come down in here. And he may have been loose already before the 919 made contact, but you see Austin Carr, Blake Cannon, the 4 involved in this one also. We were stacking them up pretty good down through there, Phil. So a lot of carnage here over in corners 1 and 2, and hopefully those guys are all right. There's probably a lot of bent feelings out there right now.
Oh, certain of it, and I can tell you, race control is quiet. These guys do just a fantastic job. The administration at Team BLR, with a big crowd like this, they do an awesome job here, keeping a lot of personalities in check, and it's a really tough thing to do. If you know sim racers out there, we are stubborn folks. We do not like to have stuff called on us as race car drivers, and these guys do an awesome job of running this ship week after week. Got to give a shout to KT King, Steven Kilavota. These guys just do a great job of keeping this ship a-rolling every Tuesday night. And the guys at D1RT, they do a great job of getting this series out there to the masses. So it looks like we get ready to go back to green flag racing. Shad Prescott going to lead Kendall Tucker with Dylan Wilson and Shane James in that first 2 rows off of 4. Green flag unfurls. We're back to racing at Volusia. We got 12 laps up to the board.
Diving back down into turn number 1, the 56, again leading the charge of Shad Prescott. Prescott right now is a man on a mission trying to keep the lead. He led every lap of his heat race. Here comes Dylan Wilson, excuse me. Hauser was the guy up on the lid, but Wilson working over the bottom side. I apologize to Wilson as he's working down there. It's Kendall Tucker way up the track here. Looks like he was had a little bit of help of shifting up through the speedway. Here's the number 3 of Shane James now roped up behind the 0-0 of Kendall Tucker. That might necessarily not be a bad thing. These guys starting to make some headway on the top shelf of the speedway, almost pulling up alongside the 56 machine. The Shad Prescott is indeed there side by side off of turn 2.
Good race off of turn number 2, and I'm not sure the words can do this race justice right now. I'm looking for about 3rd, 4th on back, and you just have a gaggle of race cars back there. I mean, there's just too many to call. We can call some numbers. You got the 80 of Wilson in there, the 44 of Cannon. I see Adam Elby 74 car in the mix. Just look at the racing going on back here, guys. I can't let the words do it justice. The picture is so cool. What a tremendous racetrack we have on hand at Volusia tonight. This has been a lot of fun to run. Up front, the number 00 of Kendall Tucker leading Shad Prescott by 2 car lengths. The race is on for 3rd between Kolanowski and Dylan Wilson. They're side by side for 3rd in the turn 3.
Yeah, side by side for 3rd is Shane James and Dylan Wilson there. Phil is Kolanowski way back here in the field, but now it's number 80 of Wilson diving back down to the bottom. Blake Cannon right there into the fray in that 44 machine. Here comes the 007 of Jacob Fields. He's working over the bottom of Blake Cannon here down into turn number 3, trying to get into position number 5 in that 007 machine. Is he going to be able to do it here at the line? He's not going to be able to pull off that 5th position. Blake Cannon not giving it up very easily as Jacob Fields trying to fight tooth and nail for that 5th spot. Scratch claw his way into the top 5.
And usually Jacob Fields in the field, you know he is going to make something happen there. Something just magical happens around that 007 every time that car is out to the racetrack. He's working his way, fighting for that top 5 position with Blake Cannon, who's got Dylan Wilson up ahead. Kolanowski there. Racing starting to happen up here for the lead as well. Prescott giving Kendall Tucker all he can handle. It is 2 car lengths off of turn number 2. We're going to put an even 20 laps on the board this time around.
Yeah, and Kendall Tucker running a different groove here tonight. He's coming down onto the bottom and letting it drift out and letting it eat off of turn number 2. As you watch him drift up to the wall and using that diamonding effect, there is Kendall Tucker in that double knot machine. The 56 is running indeed a different groove too with Shad Prescott. Prescott trying to find something different that may work for him to get him back and propel him back into the lead. As right now, and meanwhile, the nice battle going on for the 4th spot there. The 3rd spot even for that matter. Number 3 of Shane James has it. The number 80 of Dylan Wilson wants it. Not able to do anything through corners 3 and 4, but he's been up there next to his bumper knocking on the door.
I'm not exactly sure why I keep calling the 3 car the 13, but it's the number 3. I just got to get that out the window. That sticker right in front of the 3 throws me off every time. That's Shane James up there on the high side running for 3rd. I want to apologize to Shane. That paint is really good, but somewhere sometimes on this angle, it almost looks like I got a 1 in front of that 3, but there is not. It is car number 3 as caution flag going to come on the speedway. Caution flag number 2 of our A main on lap number 23, and I talked about the 13 car of DJ. I think, Todd, he may have got a small piece of this one off toward the back of the field.
Yeah, Phil trying to figure out what happened there, and it looks like a disappearing act by the number 25 machine there of Blake Brown as we're looking here, and it's just one of those connection issues. We're going to instant replay once again. Looks like, I'm not sure who the other car right there was involved with Blake Brown. Trying to look, it might be the 03 of Dylan Thomas to bring out this most recent yellow flag there, Phil. So the 25 involved here, Blake Brown. Looks like he had a little bit of a connection burp for that 25 machine, and that's what sent him and the 03 of Dylan Thomas around.
Yeah, and Race Control is saying just that as well. They know Dylan was into the back of the 25 of Blake Brown, but there could be some net code there as well. So I believe, I'm sure they're going to give the EOLL to the Dylan Thomas machine, but we'll have to wait and see here from Race Control. Hope you guys are enjoying it tonight. The Jackpot Modified Series from D1RT, presented by VLR. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. Stars, donations, guys. Who wants a free Full Velocity TV t-shirt? We're on the airwaves every night this week. We started here Sunday night with this week's contest. The top Stars donator this week will receive a free Full Velocity TV t-shirt. If you want to beat Earl Clements this week, guys, you got to open up those stars and get those things rolling. Earl, right now, I believe at the early count on a Tuesday night, the Stars leader. So, guys out there, you want to compete for that Full Velocity TV t-shirt, make those Stars donations, guys. You'll get the t-shirt. They go a long way to helping us out, and we'd love to have all the donations we can get to help this product fly. Off of turn number 4, we are back to green flag racing at Volusia. Kendall Tucker going to lead the field into turn number 1 and 2. Shad Prescott right there in for 2nd. The race is on for 3rd. Shane James breaks free of Blake Cannon. We can't get rid of Dylan Wilson. They're side by side. Who's going to make that slide for the 4th spot off of 4?
Cannon working over the bottom side there in the number 44 machine. Dylan Wilson now back to work on the number 3 of Shane James right there directly in front of him. But that's a battle for that 3rd spot. Right now the 00 Kendall Tucker leading, but here comes the 56 back down to the bottom. That's Shad Prescott side by side. Contact made over there in the corner. That was the middle of the field, and man, what a lick the 007 of Jacob Fields just took, Phil, through 3 and 4.
I think that was off the inside water barrels, 2 and 3 and 4. I think I seen one. I'm not giving that pot for that $10 bet out there tonight to you, Todd. I saw one car on the inside bounce off those water barrels at the opening in that pit road entrance, and somebody bounced back into traffic. I'm not sure how quick you'll get back there to view that one on the replay, but it was inevitable. The way these cars are diving through that corner, somebody was going to catch it. I think fair catch called. Somebody caught it.
I'm going to tell you right now, Phil, just looking at the replay from a bunch of different angles, it looks like Cole Capri in that 31 machine just wasn't sure what the momentum he had there in the 007 machine. And Jacob Fields was just an innocent bystander. Same way with the 42 machine of Virgil Graham involved in that one too. So tough break for those drivers involved. But the 007 now relegated to the rear there, same with the 42 of Virgil Graham. So not sure what happened there, Phil. It looked like the 31 machine was just going in way too hard, could not control it, and door checked the 007 of Jacob Fields.
And was inevitably removed from the event. Chase Cabri put behind the wall. Night is done. Starters pointed him into the infield, calling the intentional wreck. Wow, that's a hard charge to take there, but can you dispute it? I don't know. We'll let you guys out there. We've talked about this segment here forever on Full Velocity TV. Todd, new segment you want to make. You make the call. That was tough to call, but all I know to turn number 3, we're about to call a green flag coming out of the field. Kendall Tucker, he's going to lead Chad Prescott with Shane James and Dylan Wilson. Blake Cannon, that's going to be your Fast 5. They're locked up. They're stacked up and ready to go. Off of turn number 4, the iRacing.com pace truck is on pit road. We're back to Green Evolution with 32 laps on the board.
Back to green flag racing is Kendall Tucker. Now back to the top spot in that double knot machine. Down to the bottom once again is the 56 of Chad Prescott. Here comes the number 3 of Shane James into the fray, trying to make some momentum, trying to make some positions up. But these top 2 have been tangoing pretty well here all evening long so far, Phil. So Kendall Tucker and the 56 Chad Prescott, those guys have been able to ride away and just battle amongst each other. As now the 30 of Shane James moves into that third spot, but the 80 of Dylan Wilson up top, he's trying to make something happen here.
And what a cool looking racetrack there tonight, Todd. The top side has come in, the inside lane is there, the middle is pretty equal as well. Look at the pictures we got here of Volusia tonight. This is some awesome racing being put on. It's going on for third right now between Shane James down low, the number 80 of Dylan Wilson up high. Up front, you got Kendall Tucker leading Chad Prescott by 2 car lengths. There's a good race going on for fifth on back with, I believe is that Nick Cooper's 35. Howard Weaver in the fray there in the 07. These guys all making it happen. Nobody better than Kendall Tucker. He leads at the start-finish line. 34 laps on the board here at Volusia.
Now these guys having a good race, an amazing race. 3 wide battle there. I believe that's going to be for the 5th spot. The number 07 of Howard Weaver down to the bottom of Nick Cooper and the 44 machine of Blake Cannon. Those guys fighting tooth and nail for that 5th spot. As Howard Weaver trying to work over the bottom side. The meeting between the sandwich was the 35 of Nick Cooper. Now Cooper able to settle on into 6th, but Blake Cannon keeps drifting up the track, leaving that door open for that 35 and the 07 of Howard Weaver there, Phil. So a nice 3 wide battle going on for 5th.
It's a really good race back there. That's exactly where I've been sitting watching Nick Cooper kind of just stuck in the middle of that one up there. Howard Weaver running down low. A little bit of contact to 74. I believe that was Elby. I believe that kind of got a little bit twisted, kept control of the race car. I couldn't tell you exactly how. That is some really good heads up, hand white knuckle driving right there. Hell of a save. That's for about 7th on back. Kendall Tucker still leading this field, which is now for the time being, Todd, all single file throughout the entire half dozen.
Yeah, definitely a little bit different as the number 00 Kendall Tucker starting to pull away there, Phil. Is it starting to single file out? Looking at the battle with the number 69 machine now. I believe that was the 69 of Corey Whitworth trying to make some headway. He's getting around the number 1 of Austin Carr. Carr up top there, struggling a little bit here in that number 1 machine. The 4 of James Edens made his way all the way up to that 9th position, missing a few pieces of his car. Now a battle for 2nd starting to heat up once again. Here is Chad Prescott in that 2nd spot. 3rd right now is the 80 of Dylan Wilson. Wilson trying to make something happen on Prescott.
They really are. Those guys going at it pretty good. A pair of teammates there from D1RT racing for position number 2. Kendall Tucker at the line. 40 laps on the board there, Todd. 20 more times around the Volusia Speedway Park. This one has been awesome. I hope it stays good like this. I'm going to be disappointed if this one ends. We have really been treated this some.
As Phil pulls the microphone out of the socket once again, he gets so excited in the moment. He lives in the moment. and pulls it out of the socket once again. So we're going to take over for Phil just for a second and laugh at him and point fingers. Everybody here on Full Velocity TV.
How'd you know?
Oh, I knew, because you could hear it. You live in the moment, and we know what happens is you get all excited, and bam, there goes the microphone, and Phil comes back here momentarily, and here he is now.
Short cord, it happens. You get excited, you move the wrong way, and you just unplug the speaker, and you unplug the mic, and you lose it all. But you guys get it. We're caught up here, living for the moment here. This is good racing going on at Volusia. Kendall Tucker, a 3-car length advantage over what is a really good race for second going on between Prescott and Dylan Wilson. Dylan almost looked like trying to search for some extra speed of these grooves. What I thought was going to be a good 3-loop groove racetrack to keep us side by side through the whole race is really now settled off to one groove, kind of up to a top shelf. Now Blake Cannon, he's going to try to bring the 44 down to the inside of the 3 of Shane James, try to race for position number 4, but still single file for the top 6. There is some laughing at my expense going out there. And guys, laugh all you want. We love it.
Yeah, we love the interaction out there in Facebook as these guys put on one whale of a show here. Once again, the D1RT Racing Series, the Jackpot Modified Series going on here on Full Velocity TV. And it's Kendall Tucker with the lead. The 56 of Shad Prescott, Dylan Wilson, Shane James, and Blake Cannon round out your top 5 right now. 6 through 10 is Nick Cooper, Adam Elby, James Edens, Austin Carr, and Howard Weaver. Nice battle going on for the 10th position between Weaver and Carr. Those guys been trading back and forth there. There's the 69 of Corey Whitworth also involved here as we got it live on the screen, Phil.
That is a good race going back there for 10th, but Tom, we have a race going on for that second spot is Wilson. He is stuck to the inside of Shad Prescott. A little bit of lane swapping there. May make a position change for position number 2. Wilson going to pick up the second spot at the line. Prescott in for 3rd. Now Shane James and Blake Cannon at it side by side, but now Yellow going to come out of the speedway. Yellow, lap number 48 on the board. Don't forget, guys, this race, the last 30 laps are all under green flag, so on the screen, it may read 50. The official count is 48 from the starter stand. We'll restart here on lap 48.
Yeah, it looks like it happened there with the 919 machine of Dylan Fox. Something happened to Fox in the 919 machine as we're watching here live on the instant replay on Full Velocity TV. Virgil Graham comes up, contact, and hard. It's a pirouette spin there. Triple toe loop. It was a lust for the 919 machine of Dylan Fox and heavy damage to that machine.
Well, that's what I can say. We've got some cars out there missing some pieces, and I think Dylan Fox is the latest on there. Virgil Graham is going to go to the back of the field for bringing out that caution flag, but yeah, absolutely right out there is Dylan there, tore up there. We saw the 4-car missing pieces. Somehow James Edens is up there in the top 10, running in the 8th spot, but Kendall Tucker having the race lead. Shad Prescott, Dylan Wilson have had a good race. Shane James and Blake Cannon up there racing in the top 5. You got guys like Nick Cooper. Adam Elby's had a hell of a night. Edens, Howard Weaver, Austin Carr back there in 10th. I mean, Kendall Tucker has held off some of the best here tonight. You got to be impressed the way that 00 has run here.
Yeah, Kendall Tucker been fantastic all evening long and able to keep the 56 of Shad Prescott at bay. Even on all these restarts, it's got to get more and more difficult there. As Shad Prescott right there knocking on his door each and every time this restart happens. You know Prescott has the piece to be able to get around the 00 machine of Tucker. We've seen him lead a few laps here tonight in that 56 machine, but don't cut out Dylan Wilson or even the 3 of Shane James. iRacing.com pace truck, I believe, is going to take that hard left-hand turn down to pit road. Is he going to do so? Yes, he is. Green flag is in the air. The 00 machine of Kendall Tucker leads the charge down into turn 1.
Sure does, and he's got 2-car lengths over the race there for second, between Prescott and Dylan Wilson. Shane James almost stuck there in the middle, 3 wide. He thought better of that, off of turn number 4. Kendall Tucker has a hungry bunch behind there between Wilson and Prescott. Shane James in there. Blake Cannon is back there. Nick Cooper. Here comes Adam Elby's number 74. He is digging to the low side. That 3-car tango back there for the 10th spot still taking place. I don't care where you put the camera right now, Todd. It is good wherever you look at it.
Yeah, I got the camera on a wide angle to see most of the field here as they come down, tearing pace down into turn number 1. And Shane James backing up there just a little bit, trying to get a run here. Chad Prescott way up on the top shelf of the speedway up next to that wall, flirting with the edge of disaster there. That's one of those risk-reward kind of things. As now the 56 of Chad Prescott going to lose a position to the number 80 of Dylan Wilson. Put Dylan Wilson up to P2. Here comes Shane James to try to follow suit here in the number 3 machine. Maybe even try to pull a twofer move there. Not able to do so down the back chute here, but the 3 of Shane James up alongside of the 56 of Chad Prescott.
That's a pretty good race right there. Dylan Wilson trying to break free of those guys, maybe do some hunting of the race leader Kendall Tucker off of turn number 2. It is 5 car lengths between himself and the 80 car of Wilson down the back chute. Good race now for third. Here comes Shane James. Think maybe he picks up the spot on Prescott. That is a great side-by-side battle. Maybe an advantage street car, maybe not. They drag racing to turn 1.
Yeah, drag racing down here into turn number 1. James down on the bottom side, the 56 up top. That is Prescott as he's bouncing all over the place as the track starts to take a lot of different rubber and it's starting to get some holes and bumps there for the 56 machine of Prescott. You watch the suspension just go to work up there on the top shelf of the speedway. The number 3 of Shane James working over the bottom, trying to get that extra forward bite. But meanwhile up front, look at Wilson go on the bottom. He's found something side by side for the lead here with the 0-0 of Kendall Tucker there off of turn number 4. Tucker still leading them at the line.
5 laps remaining here at Volusia. Can Dylan Wilson make the pass on Kendall Tucker? The 0-0, he's been relatively unchallenged for the first 40 or 55 laps of this race. Wilson is there, beating out the door to the inside, almost a little bit of contact. Tucker somehow able to hold him off, but can he do so for 4 more circuits? There in turn 1, you can feel the 80 car right there, breathing all over the neck there. They almost be close enough to share the fire suit, Todd, as they hit turn number 3.
Yeah, Tucker right now dressed up to the bottom. He's been protecting the bottom, and the 80 of Dylan Wilson really throws it in there in turn number 3. Off of turn number 4, it's still Tucker at the line. The 80 of Wilson's trying to throw everything he has at him. Able to work over the bottom side. Tucker now drifts up the track again, and watch Wilson with the run off the corner of the forward bite down the front back straightaway. Here to turn number 3, almost trying to pull sliders. He drifts up the track. If he's going to make a pass, well, I believe it's going to be down there in turn number 3.
I think you're right. As it kind of, happens there as he gets that good run off the back chute to turn number 2 and drives it deep here in the 3. They're down the back chute now. Does he have one more shot left to make? I believe this time around. White flag going to go up the field. 59 laps going on the board. Tucker able to maintain that run. 2 car lengths over Dylan Wilson for the final time in a turn 1.
Is Wilson going to be able to pull it off here off the turn number 2 down the back chute for the final time? Yellow flag going to fly here, Phil, as we were just getting ready to set that one up for a race of the century. I do believe as you're going to see Dylan Wilson do something down to turn number 3. Now the field is going to be restacked or repacked, and they're going to all have a shot once again here at Kendall Tucker.
And the call from the starter stand, Todd, we're not going to settle this at 1 lap. It is going to be settled with 2 laps. A green-white checker finish to settle it here at Volusia. And I think that's a hell of a call from the administration over here with VLR and D1RT. That's a tremendous call. It's been so hot here at Volusia here tonight. The racing has been just spectacular. By far and away the best we have seen all season long. I don't want to see this one end with a 1-lap shootout. Can Kendall Tucker hold off Dylan Wilson for 2 laps? Can it bring Shane James and Chad Prescott back into the fold? God, this has been fun.
Yeah, definitely been fun here this evening. Been a great race here at Volusia, and this is a product of great racing, Phil. I tell you, the drivers that they have here is these guys, the 0-0 Kendall Tucker just out there just pacing pretty quickly there. As the 80 Dylan Wilson right there running in second. Tucker, a lot of things got to be going through his mind. A green-white checker. Wilson's going to have everything he can do to try to get by that 0-0 machine. Is iRacing.com pace truck still out there, still yellow flag. As we're getting ready to, I believe, going to take this initial lap. We're going to actually, probably lights are going to be extinguished this time by, and it's going to be a double file restart. Who's it going to be? Who's got a favorite out there in Facebook Live, YouTube, or even Twitch? Let us know who you think's going to win this race here tonight. And who's it going to be?
Love it. Who is it going to be here? We are going to allow these guys to double up for a green-white checker. I think these guys have earned that right tonight to race it out. They have done a hell of a job into number 3 and 4 this time. Kendall Tucker going to lead Dylan Wilson Dylan's got the outside lane. I like his chances. He's been trying to make it happen down low. Who's it going to be? We're about to find out. Pace truck is in. Green flag back in the air here for Lucia.
Green flag down here in the turn number 1, and Tucker leads him down here. The number 3 of Shane James works into the 3rd spot. And that number 3 machine, look at the run again by Wilson. Down into turn number 3. Can he pull off a slider over there? Not going to be able to do it over there in turns 3 and 4. It's going to be Tucker picking up the white flag so far. Down here to turn 1. Will Wilson have one more shot at him as they come down the back straightaway? It is Tucker, Wilson, Shane James. Will James be able to pick it up? Tucker defending the bottom. The 80 of Wilson messes up. Is Wilson going to be able to beat him to the line? Drag race down to the start-finish line. And it is Tucker picking up the win. The 80 of Wilson finishing up second. And man, carnage and wrecking after the finish line, Phil. Oh, what a race.
God, that was good. Kendall Tucker able to defend that bottom and pick up the win over Dylan Wilson. Shane James in for 3rd. Shat Prescott, Blake Cannon in for 5th with Nick Cooper, Adam Elby, James Edens, the Austin Carr, and Corey Whitworth. He brings home a solid top 10. By far and away there, Todd, the best race we've seen here all season long. Points standings have been getting kind of close. I don't have them right at my fingertips, but this is going to make for an epic championship night for these guys next week at Knoxville. Volusia's been great. Can you imagine these guys at Knoxville to settle it? God, be ready to tune in back here next Tuesday.
Man, what a fantastic race here this evening. D1RT, the Jackpot Modified Series presented by VLR, and the admin's doing a great job over here. D1RT, got to thank those guys, Phil. Got to thank our presenting sponsor, Spotify Firearms at D1, or dirt-series.com. Also got to thank Evil One Graphics. They're not only good, they're evil. But also, Phil, I tell you what, thank you to the fans for the star donations. If you like what you see here on Full Velocity TV, make sure you hit us up with some star donations. You still have some time to win that free Full Velocity t-shirt here this week. We're going Monday through Sunday. Last week we gave one away. We'd like to give another one away here this week. So right now your current leader is the number... Well, not the number. I shouldn't say the number. Earl Clements right now, your current star donator leader. So make sure you guys hit us up with some star donations. If you don't have the money tonight, go ahead and hit the star donation button when one of our other broadcasts this week. Phil, I cannot wait to talk to these guys here this evening. They put on one fantastic race once again here. And Phil, I think this one ranks in the top 5 here of 2018.
I absolutely agree there, Todd. Absolutely could not agree more. So... All right, just making some communication here. We're going to see if we can't talk to all of our top 3 here while we have our communication back and forth with Kendall Tucker. I'm not sure if we can do it in TeamSpeak, so maybe we can, yeah, I think that's a good idea. We'll have Blake Cannon, come in here, and I think Kendall's going to give him a call, and that's how we'll do Victory Lane. So what I'll do first here is we got Shane James and Dylan Wilson on the horn. So what I'll do down here now is we'll bring Mr. Shane James into the conversation with a really, really solid top 3 effort. Shane, tremendous job out there. Good racing between you and Shad and Dylan, and God, nobody faster here tonight than that 00 car, Kendall Tucker. Tell us about that run. That racetrack just looked to be in terrific shape, and you guys raced the hell out of it.
Yeah, it was, it started getting pretty racy there for sure. It was so slick, you had to really baby the throttle or you just buzz the wheels. But, yeah, it's tough to beat Kendall or Dylan, hell, any of these guys on the top that make the race, really. It's just hard to, you got to really be on your game to run this good, and I'll take a top 3 for sure.
Oh, definitely right there. And you guys come out here every week, the best of the best I've ever seen come out here and do one of these modified series. This racetrack tonight, it has made some really good racing, and the best part of it, it was really clean. For the most part, this had to be a lot of fun as a driver to go out there tonight. Yeah, probably a little bit stressful, as you guys are really even and really good drivers, but God, that's got to be fun going out there and mixing it up the way you guys do and being as clean as you guys are.
Yeah, it is. It's really fun when you get to race with a good group of guys. That, you're going to hit here and there. It's just going to happen, but usually it's just a tap, and you'll let them go by or give and take here and there. But yeah, it was a blast out there. I kind of wish it was 100 laps. Didn't want it to end, really.
For once, I agree. I do wish we had another 40 laps of that. That was a lot of fun. That was a great race. By far and away the best one we have seen of the season. Shane, I'm surprised we haven't talked to you more here yet this season here, as we've been here the last 7 weeks of the series. But I'm going to give you the microphone one more time. We got a lot of guys out there watching tonight. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch TV. Anybody out there to thank, friends, family, sponsors, or shout-outs. I'm going to give this microphone button, salute them all now, and say hello.
Yeah, I got to thank HRE Motorsports. We got a pretty good team, and I'm glad to put a good run in for them. Thanks to Team Friday, he sponsored me again for the whole 2019 season, so really appreciate that. Thanks to Dirt All Access, Team DLR, D1RT for putting this on. You guys up in the booth, it's just a really good package with everybody involved.
Oh, I enjoy it. It's really fun there. Shane James finishing in tonight in position number 3 aboard car number 3. There's a lot of threes right there. I'm thinking in a couple of weeks, I think it's probably going to be him that we may talk to here really, really soon in victory lane here. So we'll let Shane get down there and celebrate with his team. We'll bring the number 80 car of Dylan Wilson into the fray. Dylan finishing up here tonight in that second spot. Dylan, tell us about that run you guys had. You and Shad going at it for about 30 laps out there. Then a battle back there between you and Shane in the number 3 car. You guys behind, Blake's back there in the 44, a teammate of yours. God, you guys raced the crap out of this place. That had to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was a fun race. The cautions, man, they just seemed like if they could fall at the wrong time, they fell wrong tonight. But it wasn't too bad. It's hard to see with those runs coming off the bottom when he was running the top to see how close I was. If I known I could have cleared him, I probably would have thrown a massive slider at him in 3 and 4. But I kept seeing his nose right there, so I didn't want to door him or anything. So yeah, it was fun. I just settled for second right there. I probably could have pushed the issue, but brought home a solid second tonight.
Oh, absolutely. And I think as Todd coined it, I think we were preparing for the race of the century there. Had that thing set up for that last lap dash. You were going to make that run to the low side. What did you find down there in those closing laps that others before you just did not find? As everybody seemed to be migrating up top. Your car found that extra gear down low. You really had that good run at the end. You had those extra 2 corners. Were you going to make that pass work?
Yeah, it was the shorter way around the track. I could get a run enough to get up beside him, but he gets such a head of steam down the back up top that if I tried to squeeze in front of him in 3, I would have caused us both to wreck. So I needed him to screw up one time out of 2 or overslide the exit of 2, and he never did. He always got a good run off of 2, so I just settled in and I hoped for a mistake, and he didn't give one. So yeah, good job to him. I wish iRacing would get rid of these mirrors. It seemed like he mirror drove me there for a few laps, but it's all good. You got to do what you got to do to win.
Well, that's exactly what we said in that closing lap. He was defending the bottom. He was going to make you have to go through him or figure out how to go up top, which obviously at that rate wasn't going to work. But Dylan, congratulations, buddy. Tremendous job here tonight. And I think you're becoming a veteran of these old interviews, so I'm going to toss you the mic one more time. Anybody out there watching, tremendous crowd over here tonight watching on Facebook and YouTube and Twitch TV. All you guys at D1RT have done such a great job, so I'm going to give you the mic and give them guys all a shout and thank whoever else you got out there to thank.
Yeah, thank you to D1RT, the team I race for, everybody over there. We got such a big team now, man. Everybody over there is awesome, so thank you to all them guys. Thanks to VLR putting this deal on, you guys for broadcasting. Thanks to Jeff Brown over at iRacing Flag. Thanks to Jim Emery over at Supermoon Graphics. This is the best looking skin in the game, hands down. Yeah. Oh, I want to say after last week, I had to leave right after the race. I didn't get to do my second place deal there. Congrats to Chase Cabre on that win last week at USA, by the way.
It was a great race last week as well. No problem there, Dylan. As always, when we talk to you there, bud, we're happy to do so. Great to have you. Congratulations, buddy. Second place finish. Hell of a job here tonight.
Thank you, guys.
All right, Dylan Wilson comes home in position number 2. So that means only one more left to talk to. And we're going to bring this one down here now. Todd, I believe, are you going to be in victory lane? I know we're down there talking to Kendall Tucker, who I think we're going to go through by way of Blake Cannon on the phone. So, Todd, I think Kendall can hear you. Take it away, victory lane.
Yeah, we're down here in victory lane with Kendall Tucker. Kendall, what a fantastic race there. You did everything you had to keep the guys at bay, and you're picking up the win here live on Full Velocity TV. Tell us about your run.
Man, honestly, I'm kind of speechless right now. I've been I've been trying to want these VLR wins for the longest time now, and to finally get one, man, it means the world. It's so hard to compete with these guys weekly, and I would compare running VLR to any World Series or World Series, man. It really is that tough on the sim side of things, but man, I don't lost for words.
Tell us, those late race yellows, you were getting bottled up there, and Dylan Wilson kept getting those shots at you coming down the back straightaway there into turn number 3. Tell us what you were thinking about there, trying to defend that bottom, not trying to mess up. I know he was waiting for an opening. You didn't give him one there, did you?
No, absolutely not. Dylan, I had a ton of respect for him, and just to even fathom the idea of going in front of him and winning a race right there, coming to the flag stand, I mean, it's just unbelievable. But that line I had been running, I just felt really comfortable with it. I tried to go down to the bottom a couple of times, and it just wasn't sticking at all like they were. So I was just really just running that slide job line. As long as I could get through the slick just right, I felt like I was going to get a run off too when I was backstretch, but there was a bunch of roughs right there about the entire way down the backstretch, and it was just about to kill me. I think if it would have been 2 or 3 more laps longer, he probably would have got me. But just to hold off Dylan Wilson and all these guys, man, it's pretty cool.
Hello again, Kendall. Congratulations on the win. I'm going to give you the microphone one more time. Thank you. We'd like to thank here on live on Full Velocity TV. There was a lot of people out there watching, and I've seen a lot of people out there rooting for you.
Yeah, I tuned in during the heat races, and I said there was like 400 or some people watching, and that's pretty cool. To get this on a Tuesday night, man, it just says a lot about VLR and how much they work for us drivers to make this thing go around. But I got to give a big thanks to all the guys at Z6, man. This whole deal we got going on is pretty awesome, man. And I got to thank Jim Emery with Supermoon Graphics and all the guys at VLR, man. KT, Steven, Howard. I mean, he does a lot of work behind the scenes for everybody. And I know I'm leaving out a few people, but man, I just thank you guys for broadcasting, and I got to give a couple of shout-outs. I think one of my good buddies, Brian Lewis, back from home, he's watching, and I think my mom and her boyfriend, Luke, are watching. But, man, I can't say enough, and I'm really going to soak this in right here because there's no telling when this will happen again, if it ever will happen.
Well, again, congratulations on the win here tonight, Kendall. And, yeah, go soak that one in. This win, they say the first one's the hard one. They come after that. I know that from personal experience out there at the real track. The first one was the hard one. Then they started flying in after that one. So, again, congratulations to our winner here tonight, driver of the double knot, the 00, Kendall Tucker, taking down the win here at VLR and D1RT series, the Jackpot Modified series, should say.
Yeah, we can't forget D1RT, Jackpot Modified Series. Going to thank all the guys at D1RT. Thank these guys over at VLR. They do such a great job behind the scenes. KT, Steven, by far and away the best of the bunch over here is the way these race adminships go. Top-notch job these guys at Team VLR do, and special thanks to D1RT for letting us be a small part of this on Tuesday night, and I can't believe there's one more left to go for us. Next week, the Jackpot Modified Series is going to roll in to Knoxville. I believe that's going to be the final one. I think that was the only one not on the docket, not picked. So, final week next week at Knoxville is going to be a lot of fun, and I hope someday Tommy get to come back and do more of these, because this series has been a lot of fun to do, and can't thank these guys enough. This has been a lot of fun. Tuesdays are definitely must-see TV, and the guys out there watching through Facebook and YouTube and Twitch, they let us know that too. This is a lot of fun. So if you guys believe in us at Full Velocity TV, let these guys know, because we'd love to come back and do some more eventually with these guys.
Yeah, definitely. I'd love to do a lot more races with these guys. Fantastic showing, and hopefully the new PC for next week will be in order. We did finally figure out what was going on here tonight, Phil. Thank you for everybody out there in YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook Live. You guys are great here. Following us here at Full Velocity TV, make sure you run over to our page, Full Velocity TV. Just find us on Facebook. New website coming rather soon. Some more new announcements coming up, and we may even do a countdown, Phil, the top 5 best races of the season here on Full Velocity TV. There's been a lot of great races on Full Velocity TV, but who is going to be number 1 here on Full Velocity TV? So maybe we'll give away something to one of the guys that did win one of those races. I don't know, Phil. We have to talk about that. That's neither here nor there. Again, thank you all for tuning in here to Full Velocity TV, Phil. It was fun tonight.
It was a great time. Got to thank the guys once again at D1RT and VLR. Got to thank our graphics guy, Martin Karch, our buddy Jake Keel, doing a lot of work behind the scenes for us. And, God, the best of the best down here And Mr. Stanton on the controls. There can't be a better guy out there to give you this week after week. I'll promise you guys, nobody cares more than the two of us of what this product looks like week after week, night after night. And special thanks to all of you out there, all the guys that have watched, all our stars donators, and all the support you give us week after week, night after night. You guys out there are the best of the best. So until tomorrow night, we come back on the airwaves. I believe we go back to some Wednesday night street fights tomorrow night at DWR and finish tonight once again at the Renegade Way Spray promotion. So a big double bill on Wednesday nights. So until then, for Todd, for Phil, Jake, Martin, we'll sign off for the evening. Great job tonight, all you guys. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you back here live tomorrow night with more Full Velocity TV.
Good night.